Welcome to day 23 of the 30-day chair yoga challenge. For today's video and today's practice, we're going to be working on joints. So joints are one of those things that don't get as much care as they need, but everybody needs a little bit more flexibility and movement in the joints. So to start out, find a comfortable seated position. You will need a chair. You shouldn't need any other props today. We're going to step forward a little bit, move about halfway forward on our chair. Look down at your feet, make sure that the second toe is pointing forward and you have 4 to 6 inches between both feet. Center the ankles underneath the knees, stack the hips underneath the shoulders. Start to root down through the feet and rise through the body. Lift through the pelvis and the spine, and then tuck the rib cage in. Roll the shoulders back and let the hands come down to rest palm down on the thighs. Draw up through the back of the neck. Tuck the chin slightly and lift the head as if you have a string going from the crown of the head to the ceiling. Begin to breathe slowly through the nose, deepening the breath with each inhale and exhale. Now know throughout this practice, at any time if I do something that's not comfortable or causes you pain, you can back off. This is your practice. I will be giving you several options for many of the poses, but if those options aren't working for you, feel free to pick an option of your own. You're never stuck. Always listen to your body. So we'll start off by looking over to the right, turning the chin as far as it will go. Taking a couple deep breaths here. There's an option if you want to tuck the chin down towards the shoulder and possibly bring the hand up to rest gently, not putting pressure, but just resting on the head. Or you can just stay with the chin up. Take a couple deep breaths here. If the chin is tucked and the hand is on the head, let the hand come down, lift the chin, and bring the head back down to center. Moving to the left side. First looking over, taking a couple deep breaths here. It's okay if your head doesn't go as far as someone else's. The only person you're comparing yourself against is yourself. Now option to tuck the chin down towards the shoulder. Option to bring the hand up. You're welcome to do all or none of these. Breathing gently. Taking a moment to be here in this pose. If the hand is on the head, gently release it, lifting the head, and bring the head back to center. From here, tuck the chin down, lengthening through the back of the neck and spine. Take a couple deep breaths with the chin tucked. You can close your eyes here if you'd like, or find a gaze point. Now bring the head back up. We're not dropping the head backwards, but start to lift the chin slightly, lifting the gaze to the point where the wall meets the ceiling. If you want, you can bring your hands up to the neck to support it and lengthen it a little bit further. Breathe. And come back down. From here, we'll begin to move into the shoulders, so let the hands drop down to your sides. We'll start to roll the shoulders forward. You can do big circles or little circles. Find the amount of movement that feels best for your body. You might have stiffness in a shoulder or an injury. If that's the case, it's okay not to make a full rotation or to adapt the practice to your needs or what your doctor might have told you. If you want, you can start to bring the arms in, making circles, small or large, with the whole arm. And then switch directions, first with the shoulders. We're rolling the shoulders back now. Little bit at a time. Maybe you pause in one spot and take a couple breaths there. You might start to bring the arms in with small or large circles. And when you're ready, relax the shoulders. Take a deep inhale, lifting the shoulders, and exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale and exhale. Okay. Take a moment to bring the hands back down. Take a couple more breaths. And we'll bring the hands forward, flipping the palms up, and we're just going to bend at the elbow. So bending at the elbow, we're bringing the hands to the shoulders. And you can have your elbows down or you can lift them up so that they're even with your shoulders. Just pick a pose that feels good for your body and begin to bring movement into the elbows. Okay, one more time. And drop the elbows back down. Now we'll move into the wrists. Let's roll them in one direction. It doesn't matter which direction you start out in. Just pick a direction. Roll them in the other direction. Then put the hands up as if you're saying stop. If you want, you can lengthen the arms for a deeper stretch through the wrist. Bring the hands down and point the palms in towards your body. If you want, you can press on the back of the hand with the elbow straight for a deeper stretch. You might pull the hand up and pull it in towards the body. Be careful if you have any wrist sensitivity or injuries. Again, it all goes back to listening to your body, not doing anything that feels uncomfortable for you. Okay, popcorn the hands a couple times. We're going to go into something I really enjoy, which is acupressure hand movements. This will help with the mobility and the flow in your hands, help to bring more warmth and more energy in. So to start out, look at your hands. Pay attention to how they feel right now, how they look. And we're going to begin. We'll have some movements that I'll show you one at a time, and you can just follow along with me. We're going to begin by tapping the sides of the hands together evenly. So we just want to tap, 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 tap. And they'll hit together a little hard, but not too hard. So we're going to do 36 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Great. The rest I'm going to do silently. You can do them in your head. Stop when you get to 36 and you can move on with me when you're ready. So we'll do the bottoms of the palms now together 36 times. Okay, and now we'll do the edges of the thumbs. This area can be a little bit sensitive, so just be aware and just start out gently. So just the sides of the thumbs here is what we're bringing together 36 times. Okay, and now we're going to do the fist into the palm. So this is one hand going this time. And it doesn't matter which side you start with, we'll be doing both. So fist into palm 36 times. And then switching to the opposite side. And you can do this gently if it causes pain in your fingers to do this. Okay, great. And now we're going to do the backs of the palms together. Again, it doesn't matter which one starts on top, you just need to remember because we're going to switch and do the opposite side. Okay, and switching sides. Great. And now we're going to take the web between the thumb and the finger, and we're going to hit those together. If you're pregnant, then just sit and hold here for a minute. Don't knock them together. So remember again which thumb's on top because we'll switch. Ready and go. Okay, and switching the top thumb. Great. Now to finish off, we're going to interlace the fingers, and it's okay if your fingers don't quite interlace, just do the best you can. You can move slowly through this if you want. So we're going to interlace the fingers. Remember which finger is on top so that you can switch later. And we're going to start to bring the fingers together. 1, 2, 3. This one can be a little tricky when you start out. And I've lost count, so just go until you get to 36. Okay, let's switch so that the opposite finger is on top and start slowly. Okay, great job. Now take a minute to look at your hands, to feel your hands. You might massage the palm. Sometimes this can cause people's hands to cramp if their hands aren't used to this amount of movement. You might rub the hands together, creating some warmth between the palms. Take a moment to just hold the hands, however feels comfortable for you. Breathe. Eyes can be opened or closed. If your eyes are closed, open them. Take a deep inhale through the mouth and exhale through the mouth. And then we'll bring the hands to the waist. So we're going to move into the hips. We want to lean forward not from the rib cage, but from the hip joint itself. So we want to act as if we are between two boards and they're holding us upright. So we will start to lean forward. If you want, you can put a hand on your back and a hand on your stomach if it helps. We want to feel the rib cage stay in the same place as we tilt forward from the pelvis. The gaze can look forward. We'll start to move over to the right side, again acting as if we're still in between these boards, slightly back and over to the left. We're going to move in a rotation. You can bring hands to hips if you want. Your circle might be different from side to side and from front to back. There might be a side that you can't really go to, and that's okay. Just move through the circle to the extent you are able. Really focusing in the hips, acting as if the pelvis and the hips were a bowl, and we're just moving the torso within that bowl. We're going to go a couple more times in this direction. You're always welcome to pause and breathe into a specific spot if that feels good for you. And come up. When you've finished your rotation, begin to go in the opposite direction. So first to the left, back, right, forward. Connecting your breath with your movements. Really being mindful of what your body needs today. Let's do one more rotation. And when you finish that rotation, come back to center. Let the hands drop down to either side. We're going to move into a twist. So starting to the right, let's take both hands. We'll bring the right hand back towards the body. Left hand will come forward on the leg. You're welcome to stay right here. This might be your twist. If you want to go deeper, bring both hands to that right side and start to turn the shoulders towards the wall. The deepest version of this pose will be to take that right elbow and put it over the back of your chair and maybe look back. Wherever you are, take a few moments to breathe into the twist. It's a great twist for your spine. Try to make sure that the rib cage is moving to the side with the shoulders. If at any time you feel like you're straining to reach a certain pose, back out. Remember that whatever you're doing for your body is giving you more flexibility and strength, more mobility. And wherever you are, release the pose, come back to center. Take a deep inhale and an exhale to reset. Now start to go to the other side, first drawing the left hand back, right hand forward. This might be your twist. For a deeper pose, you can bring both hands to the side, twist a little bit further. Deepest version of the pose, we bring that left elbow over the back of the chair and really stretch into that twist, bringing the shoulders over to the side of the room. You might look back. Wherever you are, make sure that you're still able to breathe. And when you're ready, relax the arms and release the pose, coming back to center. Deep inhale and exhale. From here, let's move down to the knees. We're going to do some acupressure knee movements. So to start out, we'll take the right foot and step it forward. We're going to bring both the hands so that the fingers wrap underneath the knee, thumbs on top. And we're going to lift that leg up, leaning slightly back. If this isn't working for you, you can keep the foot on the ground and just pulse the heel up and down. So lift that knee, we're going to pulse the leg, and as we do that, we're massaging underneath the kneecap and around the kneecap. Starting to warm up that knee joint, get it moving, allowing our body to feel active and ready for the day. Joints are one of my favorites. Okay, once you've gotten that knee warmed up a little bit, step that foot slightly in front of your other foot and just gently pinch around the kneecap, bringing blood and warmth and energy into that area. And then take the hands to either side and we're just going to rub up and down gently along the knee, creating some friction and warmth. My pants are a little slippery. And when you're ready, put one hand over the kneecap, put the other hand over your first hand, and gently roll in one direction. This should feel really good. Most people really like this. And then roll in the opposite direction. Great job. Bring that foot back in. Take a moment to just reflect on how that knee feels now. Take a couple breaths here. Okay, moving to the other side. So lifting up the foot, or option to keep the foot on the ground and just pulse the heel up and down. We're going to massage under the knee and around the kneecap as we swing the leg in and out. We want to be sitting nice and tall here still, not slouching over as we do this. Just really focus on that knee, focus on the movement. And set that knee down with the foot slightly out in front of your other foot. And begin to pinch around the kneecap, just gently, bringing some blood flow and warmth and energy into that knee area. Now bring the hands to either side of the knee and start to rub up and down, really creating friction and warmth. And finally, putting one hand over the kneecap and the other hand over your first hand, rolling the kneecap gently in one direction. And gently in the opposite direction. Okay, bring that knee in. Take a moment to pause, see how it feels. You might close your eyes and take a couple breaths here. Let the eyes come open. Sit back just a little bit on your chair. We're going to really pay attention to the feet and ankles now. So look down, see how they are. If you have shoes on, I'd invite you to remove your shoes, but you don't have to. We're going to start with the ankles. So we're going to lift the heels up, both together. Really press into the ball of the foot. Take a breath here, and on the exhale, start to lower the feet back down. Inhale, lift the heels up. And exhale, lower them back down. We want these to be slow, full breaths so that we get full range of motion through our ankles. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to change things up slightly. On the inhale, we're going to start to lift the toes and maybe the balls of the feet. Inhale. And exhale, let them drop down, touching first the ball of the foot and then slowly lowering the toes. Inhale the toes up, and exhale the toes back down. Inhale, toes, ball, lift, and exhale, ball, slowly lower the toes. We'll do one more of those, and back down. Now we'll slide the feet in one at a time, starting with the right. So we'll just slide the foot in, lifting the heel, pressing the ball of the foot down. We want the knee to lift slightly with the pressure we're putting down into the ground. Take a couple deep breaths here. Okay, now there's an option to stay here, or there's an option to draw the foot back a little bit further, tucking the toes under so that the toenails press down into the ground. This is a lot deeper, so you can try it. You might just tuck the toenails under without putting pressure on them and hold it there for a deep stretch, or you might be more comfortable keeping the toes up. So find the version of the pose that feels best to you. We'll be here for 3 deep breaths. Okay, release that foot, bring it back to center, and we'll move into the other foot. So first we'll bring that left foot back so that the heel lifts, the ball of the foot is down against the floor. We're pressing down so that the knee lifts slightly with the effort, the muscles in the legs are engaged. Taking a couple deep breaths here. Now option to stay here or to tuck those toenails under so that the toenails are pressing against the ground. We might just tuck without pressing down if that's enough, or we might tuck and press into it if you'd like a deeper stretch. You might do neither of these. Pick the pose that works best for your body and take 3 deep breaths. Okay, slowly release the foot so that the entire sole of the foot is planted on the ground again. Now from here, lift the right foot up and we're going to circle it in one direction. Not important which direction you start in. And circle it in the opposite direction. Now curl the toes in and flex the toes out, opening them as wide as you can. Curl them in, flex them out. One more time, curl them in, flex them out, and put that foot back down. Opposite foot, we'll start to circle the ankle in one direction. Breathing. Circle the ankle in the opposite direction. Flex the foot, flex the toes, and tuck the toes in. Flex them out and curl them under. One more time, flex them out and curl them under. Let the foot come back down. Now we'll move into the final sequence of our practice. So I'll give you a couple options as we go on with some different videos, but for today, our Shavasana or rest pose, we'll just lean back into our chair so that we feel supported. We might lean or scoot the hips forward on the chair. The feet might come forward or the legs might fall out a little bit. You're welcome to drop the arms by the sides. You're welcome to leave them where they are, or you can put them in your lap, palms facing up. You might tuck the chin slightly, option to close the eyes here or rest the gaze down. You don't have to worry about alignment here, just worry about finding a position that's relaxing for you. You might adjust a little bit as you start to come into a state of relaxation. We want to allow the body to feel as calm and as relaxed as possible. So for today, I'm showing you the option of Shavasana in a chair. Once the muscles are in a state that's more relaxed, begin to let the mind relax. Begin to let the breathing relax. Allow yourself to be focused in the here and now. Be aware of the sensations that you feel, the noises around you. Take a moment now to just be still. It's okay if the thoughts wander, just let them come and go. Do a scan of the body now, beginning at the crown of the head. On the inhale, focus, and on the exhale, relax and release. On the inhale, focus on the eyes and the ears. Exhale, relax and release that area. Focus on the nose and the mouth. Relax, releasing the jaw. Focus on the neck and the chin. Relax and release any tension you might be holding there. Focus on the shoulders and the arms. Relax and release. Focus on the torso, the pelvis and the spine. Relax and release. Focus on the hips and the legs. Relax and release any tension you might be holding. Focus on the ankles and the feet. And relax and release. Take a moment to just be still. If you need more time here, you're welcome to pause the video. If you're ready, you can start to come back into your mountain pose, that tall seated pose that we started out in. If you want, you're welcome to bring hands to heart center, thanking yourself for the practice, recognizing those who came here with you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.